In this video guide, we're going to see how we can use a really interesting and helpful tool in Blender to manage views and cameras and to store views and cameras in order to reuse them later. So first of all, this is the generic scene right here that we can see also in Blender 3.5. This is the latest version of Blender at the moment. Now I'm going to add here an extra object. I'm going to add a monkey head so that we can test the different views. Now, first of all, when we orbit around our scene or we pan or we zoom, we are actually editing what is called like the default view or default camera. This is a camera that can be handled in the right panel. So if I click on this arrow on the right side or click and drag, I can expand this and go to view. So before we get into the add-on, let's see what we can do here real quick. So we can adjust the focal length. We can adjust clip start and end to cut the view, but that's not what interesting right now. And we can also use a local camera. Now, in this case, the local camera is just one because we don't have any other cameras to choose from. But we can switch from here. And also another interesting thing is that we can lock the view to an object. So if I click with this picker, I can click on my object there, which is the monkey head. And now whatever I do, well, that's always going to be focused right there in the on that subject. Now, if I do also lock camera to view, I can lock the current camera to the view. But first I need to select it. So if I deactivate this and click on this button right here, this is the button to go inside and outside the camera. So once I am inside and I lock the camera to the view, if I change the view, that's also going to affect the camera. So if I now unlock and get outside the camera, we can see that the camera has changed the position. So this is a really handy function right here. Now let's get to the add-on. If I go to Edit, Preferences, get to the add-ons section of the preferences, and let's look for Store. There you go. So you have Store Views. This is a pre-installed add-on. You just need to activate it, and that's going to be ready for you. And as usual, if you want more info, you can go here in the documentation, open it up, and see everything you need. So let's stay in the View tab right here on the right. Now you can see there is an extra one called Store Views. So if I click here, the first thing I need to do is initialize the add-on. And then we are already in the view. So if I say Save Current, this is gonna save the current view. So if I do save, there you go. This is a view that has been saved. Now, using the navigation sphere right here, you can click and drag an orbit, or you can click directly on a letter, and that's going to go perfectly from the top. So this is a 2D view, which doesn't have perspective, and it's flat, and it's from the top. So this could be an excellent plan view or top view. So I can do Save Current, click here, and change the name. If I click here on the epsilon, this could be another view, could be a front view. And now if I want to go to the side, I can click on the X, and this could be the side. So this is excellent if you want to quickly move from different angles, if you want to see your object from different angles and move into different views pretty quick. So let's call this perspective. Okay, now remember that you can always change here the focal length. So if you don't want a perspective, you can adjust this and make it more telescopic lens. Or if you want to increase the sense of perspective, you can drop down this value, just like a camera in reality. Now you can also adjust the point of view. or POV. So here, let's say that we have this point of view right here. We can save current, and there you go. Now let's change this, save another one. Let's change this, save another one. So now I can switch from different solutions. I can choose the camera right here, and now I only have one camera. The others are just views. Now, what if I want to do a camera to view? Now, the camera has been positioned into the view where I was. And also, I can change again the POV. So if I take a look at the camera, this has changed the position. If I move right here and do again camera to view, again, I'm going to change the position of the camera, which is now out there really far. So basically, when you use the camera to view, you can change the position of the camera again. Now, what if I want to use more camera? Well, in that case, instead of, let's go back, for example, here to view, and instead of using the camera to view option, we can use the new camera to view. So in this case, now I have two cameras. And I can continue. So for example, if I am here, I want to create a new camera. That's now a third camera. So it's really easy this way to create cameras because we are using the actual view. So we don't have to create the camera and then lock it and position. We just can create one right away. Now, also we can do another thing. Now, these four weren't cameras. Were views. But we can turn these into cameras really easy. So for example, let's say I want to create a camera from the top view. I can select the view from here, and then I can do new camera to view. And remember also to give names, otherwise it will be difficult then to recognize all these camera. So I can change the name also right here. Remember that in Blender you can also change the active camera by clicking on these green buttons next to the object here in the outliner. So these are all now cameras available to me in the scene. And you can see right now that the current camera, well, the current settings are actually now from the top view because we can see like in orthographic view, not in our perspective. And again, you can switch from all the other cameras from here. And also we can get outside, inside from here. Now, again, if I want to change to perspective, I can click on this camera. Now, you can also update some of these. So if you select, for example, the side view, and let's say that I don't want like this side, but just slightly like this, I can record, and this is going to update now this view. So if I go back here, you can see it's updated. And you can also delete. If you click on the X, it's going to delete this one here. We can also change cameras. So to change cameras, I need to click either here or here. Now this one actually changes the framing, so the active camera. So active camera is when this button right here is highlighted. So it's the one that you are going to use if you click here. So this is active camera, and this is standard view. Again, let's change it. So with this, I can select the cameras, and with this, I can frame the camera already right here and change the active camera. This one here adds a camera marker on the timeline. So you can see it right there, but this is for animation essentially. Now, one final tip right here, you have local camera. So if you activate local camera, let me just show you, these are all the cameras that we created. So if I, For example, when I use another local camera, like I want to use the camera 001, you can see it's gonna turn black. So this is gonna override the active camera. So you can see right now the active camera is on the top, but let's say that I want to use a local camera. So I will select that. Now if I click, you can see that it's not gonna go inside the active camera, but it's gonna go in the local camera. If you uncheck this, this is gonna go in the active camera. So this will be all for this video guide. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel and check our other video courses and video guides in Blender and other 3D software. And if you want to give us a little thank you, if you want to support us, you can join as a supporter in the channel. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video guide.